welcome to the Travel and Tourism Teleclass. Today's topic is price. Today I will be teaching you all what is price and what are the common pricing policies used in travel and tourism industry. Okay, let me explain what is price first. Okay, so we all know that the price means it is the second P in the marketing mix. That means a marketing mix means it is the mixture of 4 P's. That means it is the mixture of product, price, place and promotion. So we are going to start the second P, that is price. Okay, let me explain what is price first. Okay, price means it is the amount of money a customer has to pay in order to purchase a specific product or service. That means when a customer need a product, okay, they have to pay a certain amount of money to the provider, so that based on the money they pay, the equivalent amount of product they will get it. Okay, equivalent amount of product means it can be the measure of quantity or quality. Then what is cost? Okay, you might be wondering why I am explaining cost even. Okay, actually cost is not the same as price. Okay, it is totally two different terms. Okay, most of us are thinking that the cost and price is same, but it is not the same. But cost is an amount of expenditure that is required to put together a product or service. Okay, I will explain this cost using an example. Okay, let's see an example. You can see two different terms, price and cost. Okay, for example, holiday package. Okay, in order to put together a holiday package, we need accommodation, transportation and local transfer. Okay, so if you want to say the price of a holiday package means it includes the cost of accommodation, cost of transportation, cost of local transfer plus profit margin. That means the including the profit margin, that is the market value. When a customer needs to buy the holiday package, they are providing that market value to the provider. But cost means it is only accommodation, transportation and local transfer cost. Okay, it is not included the profit margin there. So I hope it is very clear for you all what is the difference between the price and cost now. Okay, then we are moving to the pricing strategies. Okay, pricing strategy means, okay, so here the providers are using different pricing policies and strategies these days, okay, to get more customers. Okay, first you should know what is a pricing strategy, then only I will be able to explain what are the common pricing policies used in tourism industry. Let me explain the pricing strategy first. Okay, it is an idea, otherwise a practice of establishing an optimum price for a product, okay, that will result in the highest profit or achieve the organization's marketing objectives. Okay, let me explain it in a simple way. Okay, pricing strategy means it is an idea, otherwise a plan of a provider. The provider will set the most suitable price for the product. Optimum price means the most suitable price for the product. By using that suitable price, they will be able to achieve the highest profit. Okay, according to the demand of the market, otherwise according to the competitors, they will think, okay, what is the most suitable price for the product, and they will try to set that price for the product. So that price will help the providers to achieve the maximum profit. Okay, otherwise they will be able to achieve any other goal of the organization. The goal of the organization might be increasing the customer base. That means they might try to increase the number of customers rather than focusing the profit. Okay, that is actually a pricing policy. Once again, it is a simple idea the providers are using to achieve the highest profit, otherwise to increase the customer base. Mainly they will use the suitable pricing policy to achieve this highest profit and to increase the number of customer. Okay, now I am going to move the most common pricing policies used by the tourism providers. Otherwise, what are the most common pricing strategies used in the travel and tourism industry? Both way we can say that. Okay, let me list out the names first. Okay, you can see there are 10 different pricing policies are used in travel and tourism industry. So I will start from market skimming. Then you can see market penetration is there. Then competitive pricing, then psychological pricing, bundle pricing, special offers, discount pricing, loss leader, variable pricing. Okay, once again, okay, market skimming, penetration pricing, otherwise market penetration, prestige pricing, competitive pricing, psychological pricing, bundle pricing, special offers, discount, loss leader, variable pricing. Okay, out of these 10 pricing policies, this loss leader, discount and special offers are considered as promotional pricing. Okay, these 3 pricing policies are considered as promotional pricing, but all other different pricing policies are used by the tourism providers based on the marketing conditions, otherwise based on the demand of the product, otherwise based on the competitors. Okay, let me begin with what is market skimming. Okay, you can see the other word of market skimming is price skimming here. Okay, market skimming is setting high price where the market price is insensitive. Okay, that means if a provider use market skimming as a pricing policy, they are setting high price for the product. Okay, the major condition says there the market price should be insensitive. Insensitive means the customers should not bother about the price. That means whatever the price of the product, okay, they should buy the product. Okay, it might be expensive, but without the concern of price, they should go and buy the product. So the main reason is there might be very limited suppliers of the product. Only from few travel agency or tour operation company you are available of that product. That might be one reason. Okay. Otherwise, there might be high demand for the product. Automatically, when there are few suppliers, okay, the demand of the product will rise automatically very high. So that might be another reason to set high price. Okay, then this is an effective policy to overcome, otherwise to recover the development cost. Okay, in order to make a tourism product, okay, the provider has to buy the raw materials. For example, before even I mentioned, in order to make a holiday package, the tour operator has to buy the transportation, accommodation and local transports. Okay, those raw materials cost can be covered when they set a high price for the holiday package. Okay, that is what called the development cost. There is another word also, that is sunk cost. That means the production, otherwise manufacturing cost can be covered really well with the help of this market skimming pricing policy. And also here it says it is a short term pricing policy. Short term means this policy is very effective only for a short term of period. Okay, that is depends upon the market condition. For example, it can be 3 months or 6 months. Okay, depends upon the conditions. The provider should know when they need to apply another pricing policy. But when there is a price insensitive market, means they can continue with the same price. Okay, now I am explaining what are the favorable conditions that favor market skimming. Okay, otherwise what are the favorable conditions to use this market skimming pricing policy? The first condition you can see, market is price insensitive, otherwise market should be price insensitive. That means I explained the customer should not concern about the price. Okay, they should not bother about the price, even though the price is expensive, they should buy it. Then the second is there are limited number of suppliers for the product. That means only from the few providers the product is available, so that the demand will go automatically really high for the product, so they will be buying, the customers will buy the product. Okay, here you can see an example also. The pricing of exclusive hotels and luxury cruises are examples of this market. That means usually this luxurious hotels, otherwise the cruises means we all know that very luxurious and they set very high price from the beginning itself. Okay, that is an example. Okay, once again we started with the market skimming pricing policy. So there it says they are setting high price for a product when the market price is insensitive. Okay, these are the favorable conditions of the market skimming pricing policy. Okay, next we will move the second pricing policy, that is market penetration, otherwise it is known as price penetration. Here, in order to penetrate the market, okay, otherwise in order to attract the customers, the companies charge low price for the product. Very low price they will set for the product, and this is usually suitable when a provider needs to launch a new product into the market. For example, a company is going to start a new product, okay, a travel agency, otherwise a tour operation. During their initial beginning stage, they can use this market penetration pricing strategy. and this will attract many buyers and help to gain a large market share. The main advantage of this low price is the providers can expect lot of customers, okay, they will come and buy since it is very low price. So they will be able to increase the market share. Increasing market share means they are getting more sales, more customers will be ready to buy the product. Then here you can see the pricing will discourage the competitors from entering the market due to the low profit. Okay, since they are setting the low price for the product, okay, they will not be able to achieve the profit. So the ultimate result is there will not be any competition. The providers will not face any competition. The last you can see, this is also a short term pricing policy. Before even I mentioned market skimming means it is a short term pricing policy, and also the market penetration even a short term pricing policy. Only the duration might be like 3 months or 6 months, depends upon the marketing condition. Okay, once again, market penetration means what? Setting a low price for the product. Okay, and also here the expectations of the providers are what? They are expecting lot of customers should go and buy their product because of the lower price. They will not face any tough competition because of the low profit, and moreover because of the low price they will not be able to earn that much profit, so that also discourage lot of competitors to enter the market. Okay, let's see once again what are the favorable conditions of this market penetration. Okay, the first point you can see, market must be highly price sensitive. Okay, so in market skimming we have seen that the market should be highly price insensitive, but here the opposite concept. Okay, the price sensitive means the customers should bother about the price. They will see when there is a product they are going to avail in the market with lower price. Okay, so that they will see which are the products they are receiving in the lower price, so that they will go and buy those particular product. That is price sensitive. That means the customers will favor the product which provides the lower price. Then the second condition is there must be economies that reduce cost as sales volume increase. Because of the lower price, lot of customers will come and buy the product, so that should be beneficial for the providers to avoid some extra charges. Otherwise the production expenses, they will be able to cut a little bit charges down. Okay, then the third one, the low price must help keep out the competition. Okay, already we know that because of the lower price the profit will be really low, so it will discourage the competitors to enter into the market. Okay, these are the 3 favorable conditions to use the market penetration pricing policy. Here you can see an example. Many of the low cost airlines such as Ryanair and EasyJet use this technique to win customers from traditional airlines. That means due to the lower price they have given, okay, the customers started buying from these budget airlines. Okay, they did not go with any other traditional airlines, otherwise any other luxurious airlines. Okay, some customers prefer the low cost products as well. Okay, so that's all about the market penetration pricing policy. So now we have covered 2 different pricing policy, that is market skimming and market penetration. Okay, next I am moving to the third pricing policy, that is prestige pricing, otherwise it is known as premium pricing. Okay, so premium pricing means setting very high price for a luxurious product. That is what premium pricing. Okay, premium pricing means setting very high price for a luxurious product. And moreover we should know that, okay, this price setting is throughout the year, otherwise throughout the life cycle of the product. Okay, from the start to the end of the product, the providers will use the same pricing strategy. But before, in market skimming and penetration, I told you that that is effective for a short term of period, but here this high price is applicable throughout the life cycle of the product. Okay, you might be know what are the different product life cycle stages. Okay, you might have learned in product, that is from the research and development to decline. Okay, they might use the same pricing strategy, that means expensive, otherwise high price for the same luxurious product. Okay, the main advantage, otherwise the reason to use this pricing throughout the year is the providers are believing that they can evoke a perception of quality and prestige with the product or service. That means when they set the high price, always the people think that the expensive products are in good quality. So that perception, okay, automatically the customer starts thinking about the product that it is very good and high quality, it will fit for our purpose and it might be durable. Like that, different perceptions will automatically go to the customer's mind. Okay, that is the real reason why they are using the same price throughout the year. In between, if they reduce the price, the customers automatically think that something has happened to the product and that is not good. That is why they reduce the price. Okay, so they will never reduce the price in the premium pricing strategy. And also this is also called above market pricing, but there are some conditions for this premium pricing even, otherwise for prestige pricing. The first reason, otherwise the first condition is the product should be very unique. That means compared to the competitor, this product should have some positive appeal, okay, some unique feature. Okay, that is one reason, then they can apply the premium pricing. Okay. The second reason is the provider should have a very good prestige in the field. Okay, it should be a branded company, so that if these two conditions are there, means they can apply the premium pricing, otherwise prestige pricing. Here one example, Emirates has been named the airline with the best in-flight entertainment and premium pricing. We all know that Emirates means one of the 5-star airline. Okay, the onboard facilities Emirates provide means it is top of the level, so that they are using the premium pricing. That means the quality and the price match each other here. Okay, so now we have completed 3 different pricing. Okay, let me just recall that 3 different pricing names, that is market skimming, market penetration, and the third pricing is prestige pricing. Okay, let me go to the next pricing policy now. Okay, we have discussed 3 different pricing policy, that is market skimming, market penetration and prestige pricing. This is the 4th pricing policy, that is variable pricing. The other name you can see, that is price discrimination. Okay, from the name itself it is very clear that it is a discriminatory pricing. They discriminate a lot. Okay, but the discrimination is based on some criteria. Okay, so here I will explain what is variable pricing, otherwise what is price discrimination. That means the providers are using 2 different price for one single product. Okay, one single product, but they are selling it for 2 different prices. Okay, but when they sell it for 2 different prices, they use some criteria, that is known as they are selling it based on the customer type or the time of purchase. Okay, customer type, otherwise what, the time of purchase. These are the 2 criteria the providers are following to sell the product into 2 different prices. Okay, here you can see an example how the providers are selling, otherwise using the price discrimination. Okay, look at this example. Okay, so here you can see this adult price is rupees 1015 plus 18% GST, but for the child regular it is just 810 plus 18% GST. That means the same product. Okay, this is a famous theme park in India called Wonderla. This is the entrance fee of the adult and child. So for the adult it is more than 1000, but for the child it is just 810 plus 18% GST. That means the same, they are going to experience the same product and services, but they are using 2 different prices. This is based on the type of customer, that means adult customer and child customer. Even in airlines, even they are practicing this. Okay, for example, same airline seats might be sold for 2 different prices, that is adult fare and child fare. Okay, but this is an example from the theme park entrance fee. Okay, then the second I said the time of purchase. Time of purchase means based on the season of peak and peak season. Okay, here also you can see in summer season means usually in India it is a peak season. In peak season you can see for the adult it is high price 1015 plus 18% GST, but the normal season, that means weekdays, the schools might be open, offices will be there. So in those days to attract the customers they are providing a lower rate here 845 plus 18% GST. That means during the peak time price is high and off peak time the price is really low. That is what the based on the time of purchase they are selling one single product into two different prices. Okay, once again variable pricing means one product priced into two different way, otherwise they are using two different prices for one single product, that is based on the type of customer and time of purchase. Here I explain how it is applicable in tourism industry. Okay, so now we have finished market skimming, market penetration, premium pricing and variable pricing. Okay, let's go to the next pricing policy, that is go rate pricing. Otherwise there are a lot of other words there, going rate, competitive pricing, comparative pricing. Okay, students, you all should know all the other words because the Cambridge might use different words when they ask the question. So please be familiar with all these other names. Okay, so I am going to explain what is a go rate pricing first. Okay, go rate pricing means, okay, company is using the same price as competitor. Okay, they are using a same price as competitor. When we talk about the go rate pricing, we have to take into consideration there is a price taker and price maker. There is a price maker and price taker. I will explain who is a price maker first. Price maker means it is the leading company, they fix the price. Here you can see that this means the price makers are able to determine the price charged for their product or service, and price takers means they will follow the same. That means the price fixed by the price maker, okay, the leading company, they will fix the price, and the price takers, okay, they are the price takers means they have minority market share, they will follow the price fixed by the price maker. That is what going rate, otherwise go rate pricing. Okay, price makers are organizations with the biggest market share, the market leaders, whereas the price takers are with minority market share. Okay, once again go rate pricing is setting, otherwise following the same price as competitors. Okay, there are two factors we need to take into consideration when we talk about the go rate pricing, that is price maker and price taker. Price maker means a company, they have biggest market share and they are setting the price of the product. Okay, then these price takers are, they have minority market share, they follow the same price fixed by the price taker. Here you can see an example of competitive pricing, otherwise comparative, go rate pricing. Tour operators sometimes offer to price match their competitors. Okay, for example, for the similar packages, they might offer same prices. Price of the adventure packages of two different tour operators might be same. Two different tour operation companies, they might develop, okay, this adventure package. So those prices might be same or almost similar. That is called actually go rate pricing. Okay, so now we have completed market skimming, market penetration, premium pricing, otherwise prestige pricing, then go rate pricing and variable pricing. Okay, 5 different pricing policies we have covered now. Okay, students, out of these 10 different pricing strategies, we have covered variable, market skimming, market penetration, prestige, competitive pricing. That means 5 different pricing strategies we have covered. Okay, rest of the pricing strategies, okay, I will discuss in the upcoming classes. Okay, stay home and stay safe. Thank you.